Hello and welcome to setup 7 of TCL. We are almost at the end of the tournament actually. Today we have a little crazy setup and a very crazy game in general. That's gonna be the second game of both. In this setup we have mandatory vote, a lot of doctors as you can see in the setup, but also 2 werewolf berserks, meaning that doctors will be claiming a lot as you can see already. There's so many doctor claims already going on here. And the ritualist died first night, so the village has to hope that they randomly revived a good player. Maybe even a very important player. That would be amazing for the village, of course. 5 is checked good. There's no other Aura Seer claim than 6, meaning that we can pretty much trust what 6 says right here. Meaning that 6 is Aura Seer, 5 is confirmed Doctor, because there's no other role here in this setup apart from Mortician and Aura Seer itself that has a good aura. But yeah, I don't think a Mortician is gonna claim Doctor right now, although it's technically a possibility. It's good for baiting, I suppose, but yeah, you don't see it that often. So as you can see, 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 13 and 15 all claim Doctor. That leaves 7, 9, 12, 14 and 16 unclaimed. That's 5 players. And if they are truly not Doctor, then that would mean that they are mostly evils and Mortician and Gunner. But other than that, they're probably all evils. So yeah, there is a mandatory vote in this game. They're going for 15. They're just randomly going for 15. And 15 turns out to be Berserk. A pretty good kill, of course, for the village here. And a pretty bad start for the werewolves. But yeah, the village was aware of mandatory vote here, which is going to be a key part of this setup actually. And here goes the Mortician. No claim Mortician. Isn't gonna get punished though, but well, we could have. But yeah, you have the frenzies. So it's always a flip of a coin whether you're gonna claim as an important role or not, because on the one hand you will become a target for the frenzy, but on the other hand you will also get protection perhaps when the frenzy is not used. 1 is confirmed good now as well, by the way. That means that 1 and 5 are pretty much doctors. 14 is probably not coming back because no claim, and the ritualist didn't have any time at all to revive a specific player anyways. But yeah, like regardless of who is gonna get revived and killed, the revival is gonna be random. So it might be the case that he casted the spell on 15 and nobody is actually coming back anyways. But yeah, the village doesn't have that much right now. What you have to do is currently go for the non-dog claims. There's only 1 player that has not claimed dog, and that is 7. The village isn't really noticing that, but 7 has a no claim. And also in this game, 3 is gonna get a bonus point for pushing non-doctor claims, although they aren't really pushing 7, which is the only non-doctor claim. And 9 is doctor. So currently we know 3 of the 6 doctors. That means that you see that whole list of players, all those doctor claims, well, 5 of them are fake. That means that they are probably all like, well, there are probably 3 werewolves, a headhunter and an alchemist in all honesty. And here goes the aura. There's no doctor that died along, so it's kind of unsure whether the berserk was used just there with no doctors protecting 6, or that nobody protected 6 and that they just went for it. The werewolves just risked it. You know, you can always try it. Like, maybe the doctors are scared. Well, they definitely are. Also, last day, 12 pushed 9. I'm gonna take a look at the minus and bonus points still. 12 pushed 9, but 9 was the only player that claimed a day 1 save, and the alchemist hasn't killed so far. So that means that 9 was pretty much confirmed good in that way, because they got no counterclaim on the night 1 save. And that's why 12 is gonna get a minus point here. 12 is also dead because of the alchemist here, but 12 is gonna get 1 minus point for pushing 9, who was pretty much the, well, confirmed doctor. Not like 100% confirmed by an Aura Seer or anything, but yeah, still kind of confirmed. They're now going to lynch one of the doctors. There's not really much else they can do, of course. They will just hope that they lynch a werewolf at some point, and 11 actually turns out to be Headhunter, which is good because now random lynching is gonna be even less of a problem. So yeah, 4 doctors are exposed at the moment, 2 still real. And there goes 7. And 7 is actually Gunner. And 7 is gonna get the most minus points, -2 specifically, because they had no impact at all. And even though there were so many reasons to shoot a player, like even if you shoot a doctor, it's not gonna be terrible in this setup anyways. You just wanna reveal your identity at some point. And foremost, just clear things up, speed up the game in that way. And as you can see, 7 is actually coming back by the Ritualist, random revive. And there goes the Junior Werewolf. 3 is not Doctor, but Junior Werewolf, really nice. And the Gunner immediately goes down, a little bit slow with shooting. And yeah, well, that was a very lucky revive from the Ritualist. But it has not much impact in the end, because 7 was a little bit slow with the shot. Meaning that the Junior Werewolf had the time to tag. And now 13 is indeed getting pushed. And 13 indeed turns out to be Alchemist. Overall, you're gonna give 3 bonus points to 4 actually in this game. For this exact move. And also for the summaries he provided throughout the game. So far we have 4 with 3 points. 3 with 1 point. 7 with -2 points. 12 with -1 point. And the Werewolves have just 1. As they killed a doctor. And the final bonus point is going to Bobbeb actually, because the werewolf kills were very effective, and I assume that 16 knew who to check and checked all those important roles. Do you want to financially support me without needing to pay extra? Go to settings, click on creator boost, and then fill in code HYPO and press on save. And there you go, it says you are boosting the creator hypostein. Thank you for boosting. Well, now we're going to one of the most bizarre games of this entire tournament. Of course, same setup still. A couple different role icons, as you can see. We have a golden mortician, for example. And also cyber werewolf berserks, let's go. 12 is Doctor, dies first night. So that means that there's only 5 doctors remaining. 14 claiming Aura-Seer here. And the Doctor claims are flooding in, let's go. We have already 9 Doctor claims and 1 is already dead. Meaning there's the 10th one as well. That's a lot of Doctor claims. So 10 is claiming a fixed role. I'm gonna say that 10 is gonna get a bonus point. For claiming a fixed role, it sounds very minor, but yeah. Everything in this setup is gonna be very minor. Like, you will see soon enough. And 7 is trying to coordinate here a little bit, which is really cool. 14 and 7 are taking the lead for the village, coordinating the protection. Of course, it's very useful to do that. That's exactly how you need to outplay the werewolves. Let's see what they're going to do now, because it's mandatory vote and it indeed says get ready to vote. 0 votes required, but people haven't noticed that. 1 person is voting, there we go. A couple votes, so now and then, but not really happening anything. That means that it's gonna be an entirely random kill in that case, if nobody is actually gonna vote here. But yeah, that's actually not gonna be the case, because as you can see, 5 is voting, 14 and 14 is Aura-Seer. And that's a Headhunter win. They won mandatory vote with a single vote. 5 clutched the game as Headhunter. 5 gets a bonus point for that. The only person in this whole lobby who noticed mandatory vote. Nobody actually votes. Oh, quick vote. Ow! I saw it. That is so... Oh! The ghost. Wow! 10 is getting a bonus point for claiming fixed instead of gunner. 14 is going to get a bonus point for trying to coordinate the game. 7 is going to get 2 bonus points for coordinating. 13 gets a minus point for no impact as junior werewolf. And 16 gets -2 for no dog claim as doctor. And that's very, very harsh. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you will also love this one right here. So go click on it and tell them you came from this video. You can also subscribe and turn on the bell to never miss any new wolvesville video anymore. Trust me, they only get better. I will then see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.